I have been talking to myself. I do that quite often. I'll talk to myself all the time, but thank you for letting me know. I got a story. First, I gotta tell you a story. So I streamed by myself. What did I play? I was playing Final Fantasy, and I went and played around with my monk in Final Fantasy, and after one of my breaks, I hit the wrong button on my Stream Deck, or I hit it twice, and ended up muting myself, and I ended up playing for about 10 minutes before I figured out, well, no, I noticed that I was muted, and then I turned it back on. So when I went and went to edit the video last night, I found out that I've had like 10 minutes of the whole thing that it was just dead silence. And it was unfortunately a portion of the quest line that you really want to understand. And so it's like, I was trying to figure out, okay, what do I do? Do I take this all out because I don't have any explanation behind it? It's just, the quest line story popping up and people can read the information that's on the screen. But it's like, I'm kind of telling the background of it and everything. And it's like, oh, well, so much for that story time. I left it in, but yeah, that was kind of like, okay, wouldn't be the first time. I had the first time I used OBS, which is what I use now. I ended up screwing up the stream, and I ended up recording it and streaming nada. It showed me as being online and streaming, but there was absolutely nothing from the stream going to Twitch. So it happens. Oh, it is. Yeah. I do that occasionally. I keep forgetting. The other thing too is like, I'm still on my first cup of coffee. So, I'm actually thinking about pushing my stream to 11 o'clock. I do my Wednesday streams to 11 in the morning, my time. And I'm much more awake if I do it at 11 than I am at 10. All right, let's go kill some harpies here. Serene totem goes down. Keeps telling me I'm too far away. Well, I'm too far away for anything other than blasting with my lightning bolt. And not the right kind of feather. Fine. I got a feather. Yay. I gotta wait for my mana to come back up here. Hey, Danny, how are you? Oh, just doing some leveling on, so what's the mission, huh? I'm doing fine. Danny, I'm doing great. Mia, I am, I'm supposed to gather feathers from these guys. And, some of them, like that was a bronze feather, so that was something I needed for it, yeah. And of course, this thing decided to heal itself. There we go. Beat it over the head one more time, too. Just for good order. So I have one feather of each. You can see the drop rate is like, eh. I need this stuff to make weak troll potion. Now, these guys are all casters, so I'm not going to waste my totem on them because they won't come close enough for me to be able to use it. There we go. Yay, a blue feather. Always wondered, where are the pockets? I mean, this thing dropped, the last one I just killed dropped 3 copper. And it's like, where do they keep their purse? It's under the wing. Or something like that. Oh, Sister Hate Lash. Do I want to go after her? I think if I go after her, I'll probably end up having to run back out here as a dead corpse. We'll see. Might have to use some of my own troll potion if I go after her. Oh. There is a treasure chest over here. I might get some supplies. I see a flower down below too. I gotta be careful. I'm like rapidly filling up my bag here. Well, I think I'm going to, let's see. I think I'm going to take some troll potion. Regenerates health. See, this is why people like the troll potion that alchemists can make, especially in hardcore, because it regenerates 2 health every 5 seconds for 1 hour. So you drink this and you continuously keep regenerating your health, which is a good thing. So now he's going to keep regenerating health as he goes. And he's low enough. I mean, that's not a whole lot of health if you think about it, but at a lower level, it definitely helps. Let's see if a level 14 can take out a level 11. Well, I'm going to take the other guy out first. Let's see if I can get that one without pulling both of them. Nope, I got both of them. I'm in trouble now. And I'm out of mana. I am screwed. All I can do is hit him over the head. Okay, I'm going to be running back. Oh. Hi, Matt. How are you? Hi, Sophia. How are you doing? No, it isn't SOD, Matt. I have some care. I play too many games. So I am playing just regular classic. This guy died at level 12 in classic hardcore. And so I rezzed him in regular classic and decided that I wanted to do that. I have a couple of characters that I'm playing in SOD, but I'm not streaming them. I'm kind of keeping them to myself so I have something to play on my own. And thank you, Danny. You said I play very well and then I immediately get killed, so I don't know about that. What's going on, Sophia? How are you today? Let's see how far I have to run. Not terribly far. Cool. Thank you for that, Danny. I appreciate the follows. He's the one that I've advanced the most in SOD, but he hasn't picked up all the fun stuff yet. So, I think I can take her out. Well, no, not right now. I think I'm going to bypass taking her out. Hardcore is brutal. I'm not going back to that. Lost too many characters. I wanted to go back. I was mentioning earlier to Mia that I wanted to go back and try leveling a character in just regular classic because I had never when I first started playing, I was playing on the Alliance side, and I only played Alliance, and so I didn't have any experience leveling characters while Classic was out. I ended up getting characters. Where's that other one? He's up there, or yeah. I ended up getting characters further along, and it was like, okay, I can go ahead and do Taurens and stuff, but I didn't do that until I want to say it was Lich King. Yeah, for me, for this guy, I was doing one of the quests that's out by the wells, and I thought I had cleared enough folks around there to be able to avoid getting pulling too many, and that wasn't the case. I ended up yanking five at the same time, and I was just like, I was already low on mana because I had just finished pulling one, and the other one rezzed right where I was pulling it, and I was like, oh man, and so I ended up croaking, but I had to think about what I wanted to do after I did that. It's like, okay, do I really want to go through this pain and agony again? Yeah, the ones that are around the well. I think there were a couple of goblins and a couple of goblins and I forget what else. There might have been a ogre there. It wasn't pretty.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, the thing that infuriated me the most, Matt, was that I was high enough level. I should have been able to clear like two at a time, but five, no. Inventory is full. Okay, what can I toss? Oh. This stuff's all money. Ruffled feathers the lowest, I think. Increase the target armor by 60 to 30%. Scroll protection. Maybe I could use that. Oh, Season of Discovery? No, this was only available during Season of Discovery. How come it's in my bag? That's weird. This is not a SOD. Okay, is this thing even worth? Oh, it's 37. Nah, I'm going to leave it. So, Matt, how long have you been playing WoW? I got another scroll. This is increases target spirit by 3 for 30 minutes. Okay. I'm going to use it. What the heck? Why not? $54 rogue, 40 priest, 30 hunter, 23 warrior. Dude. Yeah, I started in 2005, so I wasn't one of the guys that ended up being able to get didn't they give like a Warhammer or something really cool if you were like one of the original subscribers to the vanilla. But yeah, I started playing in vanilla, and I made the interesting choice to play. I was on, I think, yeah, I was, original server was VentureCo, and that was a PvP RP server. And I was a poor, warrior, and I thought for sure, oh, I'll be able to play warrior and fend off anything that comes to attack me. No. Of course, that was also at the time when, there was no such thing as you could get honor off of anything. You're a level 10? Yeah, I'm going to take you out. Oh, I'm a level 60. I still get honor points for wiping you. As a tank, I wanted to see what the other classes were like. And that way, I could adapt in dungeons and stuff to their play style, if that made sense. Like, why is it that every damn mage wanted to become a tank in a dungeon? It's like, oh, okay, I get it now. I can't resist getting one more here. Except I need to kill... I don't need to kill these blue guys anymore. I need to kill I think the white ones to get the right feathers. Yeah. All right, let's go find some other feathers. In the current expansion, Dragonflight, I just wasn't drawn into it. I do level... I'm leveling a druid in there right now because I know that the druid leveling and stuff like that is kind of cool, and they changed it up and have a bunch of stuff that's kind of neat. And so I'm leveling that, and that's on my stream that I do for regular retail. And I just haven't leveled the rest of my characters. I've got I think I have 12 different characters at level 50 or level 60. What is level 60? Yeah, I think they're all at the level just before Dragonflight, and I just haven't done anything with them. I also got into playing other games too. I had some friends that said, hey, why don't you, and they actually were in the old guild I was in, and they said, why don't you come on over and let's play some other stuff. I had one friend that said, let's play Final Fantasy. And so that's how I got into Final Fantasy. And I'm kind of a solo player in Final Fantasy, and I do a stream on that. And then I also got into Star Wars: The Old Republic. And I still play all three of those games. I haven't figured out which one I like best yet. So is LFR still the mess that it was before? I'm trying to be polite. Keep my stream PG as much as I can. I haven't kept up on news and stuff. That's kind of like, I used to do that. I used to go and follow all of the, like the Instance podcast and all of that in order to try to keep up with all the news. And I still follow like, Blizzard Watch and those guys, but I haven't heard anything new recently. I kind of get most of my stuff from my son at the moment. God, how many more feathers? I need one more bronze feather. So I need to like, that one right there is what I need. This one's probably gonna, let me take her out first, because see, now part of the problem is people that have never run raids normal with a group, a set group, they have no idea mechanics or anything like that. And so a lot of people enter these raids or even the dungeons, and they expect it to just like walk through. And that's one of the reasons I stopped tanking, because when LFR and the pug groups for dungeons popped up, it turned into, you know, people wanting to finish a dungeon in 15 minutes. It's just like, and I was old school. I still am. So it's like, okay, if I'm going to do a dungeon, I'm going to do it the correct way. This is the way to pull. This is the way to, you know, pull things around corners. Don't pull too many, et cetera, et cetera. And I got kicked, I don't know how many times, because people wanted to go, 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 go. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to go that route. And so, yeah, it's just the way it is. Fine. Yeah, I figured it would be still the same way. Everybody wants to go, 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 go. And time's at a premium. Time is money, friends. He just got his ass toasted by a torch. Come on, dude. Let's see if I can do it again. Nope, didn't work that time. And I missed both the rides. Elevator boss, which one's coming down first? Oh, I can't get over there in time. I'll just wait. Then after I turn this one in, I don't know how many more quests I have out here. I'm too high for this level. I should be over in the Barrens. I think I'll go back over to the Barrens. I came over here in order to do auction house stuff, and I had something else to turn in. I forget. This is my first classic horde then. Yes, it is. I had to think about that because I didn't roll horde characters in classic or in vanilla. I'm gonna sell some junk.
How may I aid you?
Sell junk. Thank you. It already did. Oh, but I can't use that. Not yet anyway. Sell this stuff. What am I going to do with all this? Candy canes. I forgot to use it. Okay, I got to turn those in. All right, thank you. I've never had a horde main. My mains, and that's because I've always had, yeah, that's useless. Because I have a 55. The same. Nope. I'll just sell it. All right, now I can get out of here. Ooh, rogue is brutal. I leveled I tried rogue because it looked interesting. And I think I was doing, what's the one with the poison? So in back in the day, you had to do the quest out in Westfall and go up and
How may I
get the poison abilities.
buy?
So that was that's kind of what I did then. Am I headed the wrong way? That is a constant for me. I'm headed the wrong way. I don't know whether they even know. That's the thing. Or they might be friends. I mean, if you pick up a pug for a dungeon, for example, and it's like, I don't know whether they are aware of it. I mean, I imagine that potentially somebody could get their druthers up and be kind of angry and say, no, I didn't say you could stream me. Oh, wait a second. I got to be out in Crossroads. Yeah, I got to be out there. I'm just going to take my... I forgot that I'm hearthed out there. Well, I have to give it a shot because when I'm doing the games, World of Warcraft, you have to do the dungeons with other people. In Star Wars, the Old Republic, and in Final Fantasy, they have storyline versions of the dungeons. So you can, even though they're built into the main storyline, you can still finish them with NPCs. And so Final Fantasy, for example, you end up with a group of 3 NPCs that cover your butt. You got a healer, a tank if you're not tanking, and a DPS, and then whatever you are if you're a DPS. And in Star Wars: The Old Republic, you end up with a different level version of the same dungeon. And so it's a little easier. The mechanics aren't as are a little bit more manageable if you're soloing things. Yeah. They're adding the next retail patch actually. And say, if you cover your chat, no one can see anything. Oh, well, yeah, I see a lot of streamers joining random pug mythics and not say anything. Yeah, I think the mythics are a different story. I've never run a mythic ever, so I don't know whether people would be a little bit more intense about it, if you know. Yeah, I can just take chat off of the screen, I guess. Oh, you okay? I get. Yeah, I know what you're saying then. All right, what do I need out here? Prowler claws. Where are the prowlers? Everywhere where I'm not walking. Okay, we'll go back the other way then. I think they're around the trees, if I remember correctly. Or are these the prowlers? No, that's a screecher. Screecher feature. Let's see if the kitty cats are even over here. Oh, I see them. There's a couple of savanna prowlers. There's one. Let's see how this one does. Well, thank you. I ended up with a lot of people watching and then not saying anything. And it's like, yeah, I can talk to myself. I'm used to that. This guy's a 15. I gotta pay attention to their levels. Whoa, that took all my mana. But I got my first claw. Yay. There's another kitty cat right there. I think that honestly that's a good idea. One of the things that I've told people who aren't used to like MMOs is that the games are really crafted to be able to allow people to play the way that they want to. So if you aren't into doing stuff with a large group, and I can go either way. I mean, I'm fine with doing raids. I'm fine with doing dungeons. As long as the group I'm with are cool people, I'm good with it. And so that that being said, it's like, you know, if you don't want to roll that way and you actually want to be a solo player and just kind of go and explore and do your own thing, then you know, having the dungeons as gatekeepers and stuff is kind of aggravating. And I think that yeah, that works a little better having my totem out. Having not being able to go and see the content because it's gate kept. I think that is a little aggravating. At least it's always been that way for me. That's why I mentioned it's like I don't see the raid stuff until 2 expansions later because I'm doing it by myself. Get back here. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Three Prowler Claws. Yay. It's a 3 Claws Knight. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know what I think running I enjoy the challenges like you mentioned. I think that I would probably enjoy it as well, but just getting geared up and stuff. Yeah, for raiding, definitely. Both of my boys do, well, one of them does Mythic and the other one does raiding. And he's mentioned that it's been a lot easier for him to get leveled up this expansion. And I don't know. I haven't spent enough time in the game, honestly, because I'm splitting my time between 3 games, and I may have to dial that back. And I need 2 more claws here. There's one over there, but I'm going to get one of those raptors in the middle here if I don't go around them. Maybe I'll go over here. And not jump into the middle of the brush. I need one more kitty cat. Come on. One more kitty cat and I can take a quick break. I'd say unless you're trying to grow a lot, play whatever you want. As a viewer, I typically only watch streams of whatever game. Yeah, that's very true. I know that WoW has a huge following, but it also has a large group of people that you're competing with for time. And so, you know, from a streamer perspective, it's about building viewership, but at the same time, it's also about doing something that you're passionate about. And I'm kind of passionate about the leveling part of the games. I think it's a blast. I mean, if I wanted, I could probably jump on my My main for Dragonflight is a warlock. I mean, I could end up doing that. And there we go. Last Prowler Claw. I can get out of here. Yeah, there are a lot of WoW streamers out there. There are not as many streamers that do the other two games. The other option that I have is that I could possibly dial back on WoW and just stream, one of them, because, like I said, I'm doing retail and I'm doing classic as streams, and then I've got hardcore that I'm doing with my friends. So in truth, I'm doing 3 different versions of WoW right now. So I could possibly dial it back and just do like one version. Do my classic version with my friends, or my classic hardcore with my friends on Sundays. Is this going to let me try to pick? Nope, I have to be 70. I'm only 67, so I need to pick 3 more flowers before I can pick that. So where is this guy? They were over here near this blanket. Passing here. Hello. I got some stuff to sell. What? How come it's not showing my... Oh, let me see. I might have to buy some more milk. Some ice cold milk. I've also tried to dial back. Oh, good. I don't have to get rid of this one. I may also have to dial back my add-ons. For retail, I use a ton of add-ons. And I've slowly started divulging myself of getting rid of those. Divesting myself. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will be back in about 5 minutes. So hang in there, and I'll be right back. Thanks. And I'm back. So, no, you should never do work. Should always check out streams.
Loktar, go forth to victory.
Bristleback quillboar tusks. Ugh. Okay, 60 of them. Man, that's a lot of tusks.
Strength for the horde.
I'm going to pick up a bunch of quests here. Well, those are level 20s too, so it's going to be a while before I can do those.
I've been expecting you. Ancestors watch.
That one I could probably do. Gazrog. Not long ago, a shipment of silver was stolen from the guard tower. It was meant as payroll to the Crossroads guards, and we want that silver back.
Go
all right.
With honor.
What now?
Well, I'm a herbalist, so I should be able to do this. Bring the secure crate to Wharf Master in Ratchet. Oh, I got to go to Ratchet now? And then I gotta go pick fungal spores. Wait a second, where are those two? Oh, they're in the tower. That's right, I forgot. One here, and then one at the top of the tower? Or does this guy got 2?
Strength and
Oh,
honor.
he has 2.
Dabu. Strength.
Well, at some point I gotta go to Ratchet anyway, so... Oh, I missed one. Where is it? At the top of the tower. I knew I had to go up to the top of the tower. Did you try Shaman on SOD or are you Alliance? I've got one of each. I forget which you said your mage was. My mage is a troll, and my other character is a night elf hunter. I know. I wanted to try hunter though, because in SOD I thought it'd be kind of cool. But I haven't leveled that character at all. It's been like, she's still in the baby zone. My troll, however, I got out of the baby zone, and he's been running around. Man, I will tell you that leveling a priest in the original game, that was a real nightmare. Bundle of hides. That's a... Okay, I need to clean my bag here. Okay, now I've got 5 slots. Woo! But I'm going to be eating more stuff too, so... Alright. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is playing a priest. It just takes forever to be able to kill anything. It's like, good lord! I didn't even notice I can turn this one in. Hello?
Blood
A bundle of hides. Where am I? Let's see. Are you the Wind Rider? You have something to transport. If you must take these hides to Thunder Bluff, then you are speaking to the right orc. Oh, I gotta go to Thunder Bluff? Again? I just came from there. Dude. Alright. It's easy. XP. It'll hit me to level 13. Take me to Thunder Bluff. Here we go. See, I need to figure out where I need to drop these hides off. So, I did... Not here. Must be down below. I think my first caster was a druid. And I liked the rotation of the druid and you know, figuring out, am I supposed to be doing which side am I supposed to be casting on now? Am I supposed to be casting on the frost side or the moon side or let's see, here are some coins to pay for your time and travel costs. Thank you. Ding! Yay! And I enjoyed doing it. I just never did it high enough. I ended up leveling it, obviously. I think where I ended up going off the rails with my alts was in Legion, when we had all of the different weapons that were available to each of the class specs. And so that's what I ended up doing it for. And okay, I need to go talk to back to the crossroads. Okay. Go to the crossroads. Need a ride. Crossroads.
Ancestors.
And then I guess I'll go back to Duratan or Duratar and run over to where am I supposed to be going? Ratchet. My brain is not engaging this morning. Well, I see fungal spores. I'll need to go dig that and keep away from the centaurs. So I should be able to do these 2 quests. This one's going to be a bit of running, but I'll be able to finish it, I think. So I'm going to finish up my stream. Yeah, I'm going to finish up my stream in about 25 minutes or so. So I'm probably not going to take on too many more quests here for this guy. Return to Jahan. That's what I'm doing. Here's your leather goods. And thank you for the coin. Still don't have enough to be able to change my talents. But that reminds me, I have 2 talent points I need to do. Or 1 I need to do. What was I trying to get done? Convection was added to my collection. Okay. Yeah, I started out, for some reason, I started out enhancement and instead of elemental. So I wasted 3 talent points on astral knowledge, and I shouldn't have done that. Ancestral knowledge. I should have used it. So where I should be now is I should be doing like concussion, but I need to get, I need to have a gold in order to unlearn that. So that's why I changed my my specs on my professions. All right, this guy's gonna run. I don't have anything to sell. That's right. So I'm gonna go get rid of the crate over at Ratchet. Oh, I got stuff on the way. Raptors. Be able to kill raptors while I'm going. So it doesn't take me too far off track. There's a raptor over here? Where? No, those aren't raptors. Yeah, you know, I started out and I was doing it in hardcore, right? So I started looking through, and depending upon which website you go to, they recommended different things in hardcore versus regular classic. And I ended up going with this one guide that I probably shouldn't have. I'm not going to mention it on here. But the idea was that, no, that was the wrong thing to do. So I ended up, see if I can find any raptors while I'm running around here. See plenty of zebras running around. No raptors. That's a hyena. I don't need him. But yeah, the whole idea was that I probably should have not spec that. And now I'm regretting it because I ran out of mana way too fast. This guy is all the way out at the end of the pier.
Yo! Keep it real. Have a good one. Be good.
Cat's Eye Emerald from one of the Venture Co. overseers or enforcers for Wharf Master Dizzying. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh, that's down the coast.
Have a good one.
All right, I'll take that, but I'm not going to do it right now. Why is that guy running backwards? Okay, whatever. Can make sure I get the flight point so I don't have to run again.
Hey, how you doing? Be good. Keep it real.
Now, see, I agree with you. The intellect would help out dramatically. I am sans intellect in more ways than one. I don't have enough of the stuff to. If I was a leather worker, I could still make gear that has a little intellect on it, but not not at this low level, it won't help. I'll have to get some drops. I think my, actually, I think my shield, nope, stamina and strength. Nothing. What do I have as far as intellect? I'm at 29, which is kind of low. This guy hiding behind the tower. Crane operator wants you to retrieve a bottle of 99-year-old port. Like hell, I'm going to give that back, dude, but okay. Oh, time is money, yes. You're welcome. I will. Good thing they don't have you, like, beating on giraffes. Go kill 5 giraffes, please. Yeah, these guys... Yeah. This can be a lot of fun, not. Let's see if I can go in and... Too bad I don't have wolf form yet. Oh, there's the... That's right. Off the shrooms. What have I got chasing me? Hello. Ah. This is not going to be good. Told you. Oh, God. And I probably walked right by the guy which pulled him, and it's like, okay. Am I all the way back? Oh, man. I'm all the way back at the crossroads, too. Okay, is this guy going to get me? Yeah, he might. He's level 15. I got a spore. I think walking along the water might be a better tactic here. Or stick with the hunter. The hunter that's over there, she'll protect me. As long as I don't walk into another centaur like that one. Let's see how I do against the tortoise. Not terrible, except I forgot to cast all my spells and shit. Oh well. Small barnacle clam. Oh, yay. Where'd that other, oh, centaur. Centaur! Where'd those mushrooms go? I thought they were, where did the mushrooms? Oh, where are my mushrooms? Ow. Hello. There's a mushroom across the way. Tortoise in the middle. 16. I'm being real cautious because I don't want to have to run back again. Well, I guess I'm going to have to kill a few tortoises. Gotta skin some tortoises. Out of range. Come back here. I like that. You put your totem, your fire totem in the water and the fire doesn't go out.
I need to target something first.
Matt, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey, it was nice hanging out with you. Go do some work, man. All right? Got to pay the bills. Hopefully I'll see you later. Take care. Yeah, work. Just like the all the grunts around Ogrimmar.
Inventory is full.
I don't need no stinking clams. I just want that spore. That's all I want.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Cool. Now I can get out of here. There's a raptor.
It's too far away. I can't carry anymore. I can't use that yet.
So I think I am going to go. I've only got about 5 minutes before I need to go do some real stuff, real life work. So I am going to head back to Crossroads.
What is it? Dark lady, watch over you. I'm listening.
Okay. Where am I transporting them to? Back to Thunder Bluff. Okay. I'll go back to Thunder Bluff.
Patience. Discipline.
Stronghold. Go.
Oh, I didn't want to go to Ogrimmar. Go back. Well, now it's definitely the end of the stream. Going the wrong way. That's my modum operandum, right? I want to wish you all a good day, a good afternoon, and definitely have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the follows. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye now.